Yes, hello, Jonathan Ruiz, your accounting coach, survival tips. So we are back again, and I'm so thankful and grateful for watching all the video lessons. Oh, but before I go through my video lessons today, I would like to encourage you. No, for those students that are going to take the CPL 2019, good luck and God bless. Claim it that you will have the CPA title. On the other hand, I want also to share my understanding of what happened to this scientific calculator is not allowed anymore for taking the exam. Okay, because this something happened in the engineering board exam that they found a SIM card inside the scientific calculator. So what will be your approach now? Okay, so the truth is it's very tough decision because 1 week na lang before the actual examination bago nila in-announce. So there is not, you don't have a lot of time to practice with the basic calculator, correct? And then if you use the calculator for the last 4 years during your undergraduate, during the review, then it's really an adjustment, but I'm encouraging you not to be discouraged. Just focus. God will hold the calculator for you. Okay, so that's it. And moving on, I'm going to share with you on how to use the basic calculator. So tune in with my YouTube channel. Okay, please subscribe. This week, I'm going to show you some tricks and how to calculate the present value or present value of ordinary annuity using the basic calculator. Okay, but for today, let's continue the lesson. So if you watch the previous lesson, it's all about accounts receivable, and the last topic is about accounting for bad debts. So today I'm moving on financial accounting and reporting again, and my topic will be inventories. Okay, so our agenda is inventories. So our topic is inventory. Okay, so what we're gonna learn is I'm going to give the definition of inventory, the measurement on how to measure, what are the costs included and not included, and I'm going to share the special items that we need to study in inventories. That includes actually FOB, shipping point, FOB, destination. Okay, so please bear with me. It's a little bit long presentation compared to our previous lessons. Now, what is inventories? Okay, so I will give you the definition. Assets held for sale in the ordinary course of business. So that means you have a finished goods to sell. Okay? So, pwedeng ang inventory mo ay binili mo lang sa wholesaler and then you are going to sell it to your customer. So, there is no manufacturing or process of production that happen. So, directly, meron ka ng finished goods. But what are other inventories? So, those assets in the production process for sale in the ordinary course of business. Meaning here, you undergo a production process. So if you are running a manufacturing company, then you have a different types of inventories. Okay, so what else? Materials and supplies that are consumed in production, which is the raw materials. Okay, so actually, if you look at the manufacturing, you have inventories as raw materials, work in process, and finished goods. But I will dig deeper on that when we go through the cost accounting. Okay, I'm just giving you the overview. Okay, so let's go to some classes of inventories. If you are a merchandising company, so on a trading concern point of view, inventory includes all goods that company owns and holds for sale, regardless of where the goods are located when inventory is counted. Okay, so again, regardless where the goods are located when inventory is counted. Okay, so directly kung ikaw ay nagtitrade ng mga items sa market, nagbebenta ka ng mga, let's say, mga food products, no? So, directly ka ng, like for example, let's say, a can of tuna na binili mo lang yan from the wholesaler. So, diretso mo nang binibenta. So, nagtitrade ka. Hindi ikaw ang directly manufacture. So sa manufacturing naman, kung manufacturing company, so you buy the goods, raw materials, and then you process it, meaning there is an alteration or conversion that is happened to form a new product, okay, before they are made available for sale. So they have undergone a different process. They've been into the transformation, and then you have the finished goods to be shifted to your customers. Okay, so those are the classes of inventories. Inventories, what are the costs that should be included? Okay, so these are the costs that you need to remember. So cost of purchase, so that means including taxes, transportation, freight, delivery costs, handling, and this will be net of trade discounts received. You have also, in the point of view of manufacturing, so there is a cost of conversion. This includes fixed and variable manufacturing overheads. And then, of course, there are other costs incurred in bringing the inventories to their present location and condition. So these are the inventory costs that should be included. Okay? Now, inventory cost should not include the following. So, ang kailangan mo lang is tandaan, the following items should not be included in your inventory. So, you have abnormal waste, storage costs, administrative overheads, that means unrelated to production. You have the selling costs, so that means that will be included in the selling expenses or operational expense. You have also foreign exchange differences. Okay, so that should be excluded. Interest costs when inventories are purchased with deferred settlement terms. So those are not part of your inventory costs. Now, what will be the measurement? Actually, inventory shall be measured at lower of cost or net realizable value. When you say net realizable value, that means estimated selling price less cost to complete and cost to sell. Now, moving on, we have items requiring special attention. So ano tong mga items na to? We have goods in transit, goods on consignment, goods out on approval, goods in public warehouse, sales with buyback agreement, sales with high rates of return, and obsolete inventory. So I'm going to discuss this, and I'm going to give you the definition. Okay, so very important to learn the goods in transit. So that means we have two types of pre-on-board. Okay, meron tayong pre-on-board destination and pre-on-board shipping point. Okay, pagka shipping point ang pinag-usapan, automatically buyer owns the goods. Okay, seller no longer owns the goods. So ang ibig sabihin nito, pagka bumili na ang buyer, kahit na ang items is in transit, umalis na sa warehouse, nasa third party logistics na siya, automatically the buyer owns it, even if it's not received in their location. Okay, so that means the buyer includes it in his inventory and in his payable. What about the seller? Of course, the seller already recognized his sales, and these are already excluded from his inventory. Now, in terms of FOB destination, the buyer does not own the goods until received, and seller still owns the good. Kahit in transit yan, nasa third-party logistics or naglalakad pa lang yan para sa'yo yung magdi-deliver, that means ang may-ari pa rin ay ang seller. Ang buyer will have the title only until it is received. So that means ang buyer, the goods are not included in his inventory yet. Wala pa siyang responsibility during in transit. What about the seller? Of course, the seller holds the full responsibility. It is included in his inventory. Okay, so madali lang siya. So take a screenshot of this goods in transit, free on board types. Okay. Now, what about goods on consignment? Okay, so goods out on consignment, this is included in the consignor's inventory at the cost paid for the goods plus any shipping and warehousing costs incurred to get the goods to the consignee company. Ano naman yung goods held on consignment? It is included from consignee's inventory. Goods are consignor's inventory. Paano ba to? Nakareceive ako ng item, okay? Pero hindi pa ako ang nagmamay-ari. Ibibenta ko siya at dun lang magre-record ako ng sales ko every time na magbebenta ko kasi pinabebenta lang siya sa akin. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo pa siya pagmamay-ari. Ang nagmamay-ari talaga nito is yung nagpapabenta lang. So, meaning pinabebenta lang to sa'yo. Okay. Ngayon, kung ikaw naman ang nagpapabenta sa ibang kumpanya, ikaw ang may-ari nun kahit ang items wala sa'yo. Ibig sabihin, pinabebenta mo sa kanila and then saka lang nila i-recognize yung sales pagka nabenta na. Okay? So, the goods out on approval. So, sa goods out on approval, goods currently held by the customer but that have not been purchased by the customer who has some period of time to decide whether to provide, purchase, or return it. Again, this is included in inventory at their original cost until the customer accepts the goods. Meaning, hindi pa talaga na-aprobahan at hindi pa tinatanggap ng customer mo yung pagkaka-deliver. So, sales is recognized when the customer accepts the goods or the time period for return passes without the customer returning the goods. And the cost of the inventory is moved from inventory to cost of goods sold. Okay? So goods in public warehouse, these are stored in public warehouse and evidenced by a warehouse receipt, included in inventory of the warehouse receipt holder. Obsolete inventory, they are excluded from inventory, written off as a loss in the period in which it is determined to be obsolete. That's the reason it is measured at net realizable value ang inventory natin. Purchase commitment, so this occurs when a company enters into a non-cancelable commitment to buy inventory in the future at a specific price. So meaning, merong commitment na hindi na pwedeng i-cancel. Okay? Now, ang rules of debit and credit, increase in assets, debit, decrease in assets, credit. So yun yung rules of debit and credit sa inventory natin. Now, again, maraming salamat. So we learned the definition, you learn about the measurement, and the special items. So I hope you enjoyed my video lessons. So next time, I'm going to discuss investments. See you again and mabuhay po kayo. Please do subscribe on my YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you.